Hello friends, welcome to my channel Trade with Guru. My name is Guru Raj. So as all of you know, the Friday there was a big fall in the market, nearly about 550 points in red. So the reason was definitely the new variant of the COVID-19 virus found in South Africa, which is now later in the day named as Omicron. So this was the concern, or this was the reason behind the fall in the Indian market. Not only in Indian market, but I think overall in world all the indexes have fallen around 3 to 4%. It is a very big fall considering the big bull run was going. So this is a big fall, we can say. So let us see what happened and how it started, where it went. So market opened at 17,338, which is minus 198 point from the previous closing, and the low of 16,985 was made and a high of 17,355, and market closed at 17,026. 17,026, I would like to say, is a very interesting level to see. In the next part of our video, through chart, I'll try to explain why I am calling this level as an interesting level. So this will help to understand whether this is a fall of concern or a fall of interest. Fall of interest is definitely a buying opportunity for all of us who have missed the rally in the few months, and fall of concern is definitely who are holding the good portfolio and which is showing in the negative. Definitely the market will create some bottom, and from there it will start coming up. So don't worry, it's have a patience. Definitely you will reap the good awards. So before going to the next part of our video, let me list some of the top gainers and top losers. Now you may ask, how come the market has come down by 550 points and still there are top gainers and basically top gainers. So friends, to understand this, we will have to understand beta of the stock. So there is something called as a beta of the stock. If the beta is positive, then the stock moves with the index. If market is going up, these particular stocks, they go up along with the market, and if the market is going down, these stocks will also be in a negative. But if the beta is negative, like pharma companies, basically some of the pharma companies have a negative beta. So they usually, like you might have seen in the last year's fall, the most of the companies were falling, but pharma companies were gaining. And in the bull run, which is started somewhere about 14,900, 15,000 to 18,600, all the stocks were going up, but pharma stocks were staying low. And I'm not saying in a negative, but they were comparatively very low gain in pharma stocks. So pharma stocks are negative beta. What I will do, I'll prepare a separate video for a beta in coming days, and you can go through the video to understand what is beta of the company. So let me list the top gainers: Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Divi's Lab, Nestle India. These are the top gainers. And when it comes to losers, JSW Steel, Tata Motors, Hindalco, Adani Port, IndusInd Bank, BPL, Maruti, BPCL, Maruti, Tata Steel, Bajaj Finance, and so on. There are many numbers of top losers for the Friday. So let us go to the next part of our video, and I will understand through chart what will happen or what we can expect in the coming days. Thank you. So friends, here is a Nifty 50 15 minutes chart. We'll try to understand what happened and what are the expected moves in the coming days. I have opened a 15 minutes chart for Nifty. As you can see, it has closed here 17,536, and from here it has opened directly to the lower level of 17,338, and from here it started coming down. And as you can see, this was one of the support which we were discussing in the previous video, 17,216. So this now has become a resistance. It is trying to cross this, but it is unable to cross. So from here it has started coming down, and finally it has closed at 17,026 level. So now from here, what are the expected moves? Okay, now it has fallen 550 points, but what about the next day, or what about the next week? What might happen, we will understand. But to understand this, we will have to shift to the bigger time frame. From 15 minutes time frame, I would like to shift to 1 day chart, because 1 day chart will give us a better idea. Now you can see here 1 day time frame I have opened here, and I will zoom in on this, so we will get a better idea. Okay, so this was the fall on Friday. This was the fall on Friday. Here you can see, if I this black line, you can see This is a 100 days moving average. Because it's a day chart, it's a 100 moving average, so we can consider for a 100-day moving average. And comfortably the market has closed below the 100-day moving average. So now this is the concern, because if we see there is no immediate support somewhere here near. If market opens somewhere about flat and it starts going up and it holds about this level, which is 17,100, then only we will be able to say that okay, now it can sustain. But the chances are very negative, because let me open the global index for you, and as you can see, FTSE, CSE, DAX, SGX Nifty, Nikkei, Straits Times, Hang Seng, everything is in red, nearly 3%, 4%, 2.53%. And this is the reason it is difficult to say that the market may open in a positive or it will go in a positive way on Monday. So we can expect a little bit bearish moment, and where it can stop or where we can think of taking a trades depending upon the supports and resistance. I'll try to explain. Of course, the first support will be here 16,700. If markets open gap down and it starts going down, or if market opens flat and it starts going down, the first support I would like to say at 16,770 to 20 level. The reason is, let us go back in the chart and we will understand. You can see here, that is, it was around 27th August and the next trading day was 30th August. So 27th August and 30th August there was a big gap up opening, and this gap was not filled. So this also works most of the time. So this gap is not at filled. So I have taken the first support at this level, 716 to 20 level. So this will be the first support for the day. Now this one of my friend here suggested me that you are showing the only resistance and supports, but it will be helpful for us to understand how you have come to this conclusion. So I am showing you how I have come to conclusion for this S1. S2, of course, S2, how I will come to know where is the S2. You can see this red line. This red line is a 200-day moving average. If it breaches the first support, then it will definitely try to come and touch the 200-day moving average right now, which is at 16,089 level, 16,085 level. But definitely due to the movements, due to the up and downs, it will keep changing by few points. So I'll keep updating about the changes in this 200-day moving average. These are the two major supports in the coming days, I would like to say. And when it comes to resistance, there are too many resistances. In a previous video, we have discussed that 17,216 was one of the major support. Now it has become a resistance. The next resistance, of course, the 17,550 level, and the further resistance will be 17,000, 18,000 level, somewhere about 18,000 level. So these are the resistance. These are the three resistance: 17,213, 17,550 and 18,000. There will be three resistance in the coming days. And as far as support comes, these are the major two supports: 16,713 and 16,085. And even I have explained you why I have come to this conclusion. This is the gap filling and this is the 200-day moving average. So this will be two supports. So have a cautious trading week coming week. Be cautious, because the market can give a very big move downside. So don't try to take big positions. Have a nice trading week. Thank you.